If you're the Lynx, you got to be smart about time and score here and be very strong with the basketball.
Yeah, because Connecticut coming out trying to take the ball away, but they draw a foul. Does Minnesota?
That is a terrific demonstration of both time and score and being strong with the basketball. Kayla McBride, who really went cold offensively in that third quarter, getting it going. She and Napheesa Collier working at the top of that key, making the read off of the screen, and came out getting into the paint.
McBride, the veteran, talked about this team, and it was interesting. We talked to her earlier on. She was on the club that was 0-6 last year. She said we became tight-knit, trusted in the coaches. Only 5 Minnesota Lynx players from last year are on this team. As Burton hits the three, and right now they're about 3 minutes away from the finals. A 9-2 run to break into that comfortable lead. Ooh, just saved by McBride. Shot clock winding down. McBride's got to fire away, and she hits it! Kayla McBride comes up huge.
Ooh, that's a Killer K moment.
Carrington attacking quickly to get 2 of it back. Carrington, 15 points, all of them in the second half. But Kayla McBride.
Golly, Pee Wee, Connecticut's playing great defense. They're trying to make a push late in the ball game. Shot clock's down to 5, and just the handle, the crossover, and then just enough confusion because Napheesa Collier dives to the paint hard.
And Heidemann lays it in. Gets the lead back to 15. Harris counters. But obviously Connecticut with just 2 minutes left to go. They need stops.
I mean, they've been able to find offense in the second half, but defensively just not enough consistency being able to string stops together.
Collier. Fouled by Bonner. That's good, right?
What's a category that's left off that? That's what you call a full house on a box score.
SportsCenter is following us with Shea Cornett and Michael Eaves. They will be talking with the star of the game from this contest. I'm thinking it might be Fee, just thinking. The Jets owner on the firing of their head coach.
What is this last one?
Tiafo with the meltdown in Shanghai. Another DMV guy.
I know, what's the rant about? Oh dear.
Check it out on SportsCenter after the game.
Oh, keep it together.
Bonner and Carrington. What a second half for her.
Defensive player of the year. I really like the aggressiveness she's shown, not just through this series, but this season in terms of continuing to develop her game. That three-point shot is going to be an area of growth for her, but she seems like she's up to the challenge for sure.
12 rebounds, matches her career high. Carrington had started 3 games in her career before this year, her 4th in the league. As a full-time starter for Stephanie White. Finally healthy and dealt with that foot injury last year where she was not healthy at all. And boy, has had a couple of ACL surgeries earlier in her career, 6 surgeries in all before the age of 25. But there you see, most improved, all defensive first team, the only guard on the first team, all defensive squad. Williams takes a couple of deep breaths. 24 points. Season high 24. At 22 is a regular season high a couple of times this year. Coming over from Chicago, as did Alana Smith. Ty Harris started this game hot, now has 12 points. That's her second 3. Lead is 11 as we hit a minute to go. And Harris steals it. Connecticut not going away quietly. Collier goes out of the game, and just about everybody, if not everybody on this building, is on their feet. McBride gets a big hug from Fee. Alyssa Thomas checking out of the game. Is this her last game in a Sun uniform, along with Bonner? What a tandem they have been for this franchise. Courtney Williams goes out, 24 points, 7 assists, and a couple of steals. And the Minnesota Lynx with a couple of key pickups, and Smith and Williams. Caitlin McBride said to us earlier in the series, we're all a bunch of outcasts, a bunch of weirdos who kind of got together and made it work.
She means weirdos, of course, in the most affectionate term.
Yes, and she includes herself.
Absolutely, because it's true. So many of these players were in other places and let go for one reason or another. But they come together here in Minnesota and are on the brink of returning to the finals for the organization's 5th trip.
And they're going for their 5th title. This will be their 7th final. They won 4 titles in their previous 6. And they're going to take on a New York team, including the Commissioner's Cup. Minnesota beat New York 3 out of the 4 times they played this year.
And I will say, I think both you and I had New York and Atlanta in the opening round of the postseason. Their size strikes you. But I actually think that this Minnesota roster, they've got similar size. Now, they give up a little bit more size at some of their guard positions, but New York also has a Courtney Vandersloot and some smaller guards as well. So I'm really excited about that finals matchup.
Get the party started in the Twin Cities. After a 7-year absence, Cheryl Reeves' Minnesota Lynx team is headed back to the finals. We'll see them in Brooklyn on Thursday. Steph White and the Sun, what a year they had, but they fall short, forced to Game 5 with a terrific second half in Game 4. And Nafisa Collier, a magnificent player. I'm so happy. How about we get to see her in the finals? We get Sabrina, we get Stewie. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great finals. 2 terrific head coaches in Sandy Brondello and Cheryl Reeves matching up in terms of the X's and O's. You've got a really, really great defensive squad in the Minnesota Lynx and a Liberty team that has really turned it up defensively throughout this postseason. I mean, 2 members of the all-defensive first team, and Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart will be going head-to-head. It'll be tremendous guard play. The three-point line will be highlighted all over the place. This is going to be a really thrilling matchup.
New York lost in the finals last year to Las Vegas. They're back for the 2nd straight year, but they're going to have to deal with Nafisa Collier. Here she is with